An example of what might feel like white solidarity, but what is actually an example of performing whiteness is white people jumping on the bandwagon, talking about the Montgomery Brawl and talking about what they would have done or how they want to support. Here is the bottom line. The Montgomery Brawl would never have happened if it was not a pattern and history of violence towards black people globally and very specifically in America. The way that that first man ran upon Damien, he ran upon him, and then those other people ran upon him with absolute ill intent. And that would not be possible if it wasn't for the history of violence that has been normalized and accepted to be perpetrated onto black Americans in our country. No matter whether we're doing our jobs, minding our own business, sleeping in our own beds, eating a pack of Skittles, playing with toys, shooting basketball, or anything else. And so anything that white people are asking and getting involved in and talking about now, number one, is performative. There's been a lot of posts that I've seen where white people are talking about, I want to lend you this and I want to lend you that. The spirit of that is well intended. Absolutely. But it's not going to get to anything that's going to make any significant change. It's not going to get to anything that's going to drive change. The only thing that's going to drive change, and here's the part white people don't like to hear. Here's what makes people uncomfortable. The only thing that's going to drive change is when you stop focusing on black people and start focusing on all of the trauma, the violence that you have not yet processed, that you've been avoiding through alcoholism, through drugs, through, extramarital relationships, through becoming, obsessed with Netflix or murder mysteries or yoga or anything else. See the problem, right? And the reason we're not going anywhere, although there's all these well-intended white people, right? There's no good white people because you are pretending to be good. Now, you're pretending for other white people and you're pretending for black people. The thing is this, you don't have to pretend for us because we know who you are. And so the only work for you to do that's going to have an impact is for you to heal your stuff. That starts with looking inside and saying, okay, what got me all messed up? Because you quick to look at black people, oh, they don't do this, and da, 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 da. What do you got messed up? What's all the stuff that's wrong with white people? What is all the stuff that's wrong with white people? Start there. But you can start by asking what's wrong with you. Because if you say, what's wrong with white people, and you journal that, I guarantee you everything you list on that list is what's wrong with you. So if I say, what's wrong with black people? And I have to think, Vonda, what is wrong with black people? We are not clear in how much the harm that is done to us impacts our lives on an everyday basis. We're not clear enough on that. Now, me saying that, I'm talking to me. So what that's going to do by me articulating it, by me speaking it, is now I'm going to make an intentional focus. Because that's what I do, right? I'm a mentor and I help people focus on their mind, their movement, and their message. And I do the same thing. So now, right, that I've articulated it, now that I've given that recommendation, I'm going to take that recommendation and I'm going to suggest that you do the same thing too.